It's time for the absolutely... I'm on my way! Completely! I'm almost there! Random! Why are there so many stairs? Podcast! Oh, jeez! With Andrew Rhodes.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Absolutely Completely Random Podcast for Saturday, June 11th, 2022. I'm your host, Andrew Rhodes, as always, here on the Web Designer 18 YouTube channel. And, it's not been a good week for me. You'll find out why. Don't worry. Believe me, if you didn't see the video, the channel update video that I put out, you don't know why, but if you have, which I don't think a lot of people watch my stuff. I want to try to change that. I kind of have to. But I'll explain why in my week. But anyway, what am I talking about this week besides how horrible my week went? Literally, it's a doozy. Remember Fallout 76? Do you remember Fallout 76? I think we all remember Fallout 76. Well, there's an article on Kotaku called The Human Toll of Fallout 76's Disastrous Launch, with the former ZeniMax developers claiming that Fallout 76 was severely mismanaged. And I believe it. I will never deny that. Hey, One Piece is officially sailing into the final act, at least the manga is. And, oh my god, this is huge, folks. This is huge. It means it's almost over. The end of an era soon coming, and it better be good. Remember the Star Wars hotel? I think I did a discussion video on it, or was it a rant video? It was something I did on this Star Wars hotels, this Galactic Star Cruiser hotel. Well, Disney wants to know why it flopped, and they're desperate to find out, so they're pouring money into focus groups. Hey, Disney, you don't even have to... I'll gladly take the money, and I'll exactly tell you why it sucked. Hell, I think Angry Joe will tell you why it sucked. Go watch his video. He'll tell you why it sucked. You know the little girl from Spy X Family that everybody kind of wants to, have go away? They just kind of want to put one right between her eyes because they can't stand her. I actually think she's adorable, and, oh my god, she's literally the comic relief sort of, way. Yeah, she's getting her own Tamagotchi. Aww, that's so cute. Tamagotchis are a thing. They have their own little emoticons, too. Oh, that's just adorable. Aww. Yeah, that's cute. Oh my god, that's cute. And this is a joke that I saw on Tuesday. This came up, and by God, I want to thank, first off, the GameStop people and Kotaku for putting it up because I needed it this week. Overworked GameStop employees just walked the fuck out and told gamers to go shop elsewhere, damn it. We're done. I'm like, oh, yeah. All that and more this week on the Absolutely Completely Random Podcast. Before we go any further, I'm sure you know the song and dance by now. ARHOADS-2012 on eBay. I have a wide variety of stuff for sale. One person's trash is always another person's treasure on the worldwide flea market that is eBay. I mean, come on. This is basically the place where you can find anything and everything that you could ever want to have your hands on. I mean, you can find collectibles, oddities, weird shit, trading cards, DVDs, players, electronics, tech, old school tech, retro tech. Where else could you possibly find a busted game console that you could turn into an emulation machine? An old beat-the-shit computer that you can fix up and make to brand new? Where else could you find the parts and accessories that you want so bad, slightly cheaper than necessary? You need some cosplay stuff for an upcoming convention? They probably got you covered. There's tons of people out there. This is a worldwide flea market, and the prices are always good. Most of the time, there's free shipping. Granted, you got to pay tax, but there's still free shipping. I mean, come on. A lot of places have that. And hey, guess what? I'm on eBay too. ARHOADS-2012 on eBay for all your wonderful eBay needs. And, I mean, come on, it's worth checking out. You might find somebody else on eBay that has something that you really want to get your hands on. Go check it out. While you're there, check me out. Again, ARHOADS-2012 on eBay. I'm over on Twitter, @TakeYourRoads. Come over, shoot the shit with me. I'm also over on the official Web Designer 18 Facebook page. Like that. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe here on the YouTube channel. Leave a comment, please. They're good for the YouTube algorithm. And by God, right now I really need the algorithm to start going my way here. I also have a t-shirt thingy. Yeah, go check that out. There's a link in the description to the t-shirt thingy. There's always a link in the description to the t-shirt thingy. I am trying to put up some newer stuff. Go check it out. It's kind of cool. Please go check it out. There's also Patreon and Ko-fi if you want to help support the channel, which is now going to be in turn also supporting me because of certain reasons. But please check those stuff out. No pressure. Check it out. If you can't help support the channel or you don't want to buy a shirt or something, share the links. Please just share the links. Put them out there. I know I gotta update the Patreon and the Ko-fi. I haven't done that in a while. It's on my list to do tomorrow morning, quick for a little bit, along with like 6 or 7 other things on my list to do. But yes, if you get a chance, like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell so that you can be made aware of when new videos will be dropping here on the Web Designer 18 YouTube channel. Okay? Alright. Alright, so, how'd my week go? Well, if you didn't listen to the channel update video, or you haven't watched it yet, well, technically listen because it's just a static image. I made it on the quick. This is I'm still hurt by this, so just bear with me. This is not something that's gonna go away easily either. So, I lost my job on Tuesday. I was let go, and I don't exactly know why. They did not tell me. All I was told was that, quote, it's not working out. And I even asked if I could finish what I was working on and was told, no, I think it would just be better if you just left. So I was let go. I was let go. I went to work Monday. There was an issue with the one system we were using. I was doing what I was told, and I kind of got screwed. Well, that is the general consensus that I got screwed. My mom thinks it. My one uncle thinks it that I talked to and gave him the heads up, like, hey, because he was really happy that I had this job. I was really happy, and he's like, yeah. And I told him, yeah, I lost the job. I know my one friend that I texted, she didn't really, she just said, I'm sorry if there's anything I can do, let me know. But my mom was like, no, you got screwed. My one friend who my mom texted and said something because she's going to help them out. I'd already given them the okay. I'm like, yeah, go for it because they want somebody to come up and watch their mom for a couple hours, a few days a week. And I'm like, yeah, sure, go ahead. Because at the time I was working, I'm like, yeah, go ahead. Well, have job no more that I can walk to work to. So mom need car. I'm like, well, I already promised. I'm not going... And I even said that because we went up to our friend's place on Wednesday so my mom could get a general idea of where everything is, that she needs to help with this, and get an idea of what she's doing. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. And I looked right at my friend and I'm like, I'm not screwing you guys over because I got screwed over. There's no guarantee I'm going to find a job right away either. And that's, sadly, it's the God's honest truth. But yeah, so I lost my job on Tuesday. I went in. I started at 9 o'clock in the morning. I went in about, I want to say, an hour. It was around 10 o'clock. And all of a sudden, everybody kind of, like, the manager that hired me came back from his appointments. And after helping the one office manager out with an issue, kind of looked over at me and goes, Andrew, can I see you in my office for a moment? And took me into the office, said, close the door. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, it's going to be a continuation from yesterday. Because he was a little upset with the whole issue yesterday. And I'm like, okay, so I'm going to get told off about it. Say, hey, we don't want you touching this no more. Don't do it. I'm thinking to myself, okay, that's fine. I was not expecting the just blindside me with telling me I'm done. Goes, have a seat. I took a seat. And he just kind of sat there, and he's like, it's not working out. And I'm just like, kind of just sitting there. I'm like, yeah. And I'm thinking to myself, it's not that I'm agreeing with you. It's like, yeah, I'm getting the feeling it's not working out, but I'm trying. He goes, I appreciate the hustle. I appreciate the effort, but it's not working out. We'll pay you for the whole day. Don't have to worry about that, but I got to let you go. And that was it. He goes, any questions? I actually asked, can I finish what I was working? He goes, no, I think it would be best if you just left. And out the door. About 10:15, Tuesday morning, I lost my job. And I walked home. There's this little ice cream place at the corner. And I just kind of sat there on the one bench, tied my shoe. I did. I sat there, tied my shoe. And I'm like, okay. Cried a little bit. I'm not going to... Now, I'm the type of person, I don't cry much. If I cry, that means I am actually hurt. Either emotionally or physically. I don't cry much. I really don't. And I started crying a little bit. And I'm like, nope. Gotta get home. I gotta get home. Everything in my mind is quickly going to, what are we going to do? Oh my God, we have no income coming in. What are we going to do? How are we going to pay for the bills? What are we going to do? My mind was just in pieces. I am walking home. It's like 10, I think it was like around 10:15-ish. It was like 10:20 when I got home, 10:20, 10:25 when I got home. I, unlocked the door because my mom was down doing laundry. I walked in, locked the door behind me, sat down, unlocked the door so I could get some light in because I just didn't feel like sitting in the dark, and I just started crying. I sat in the chair and I just started crying. I was pretty much crying for like a good hour. My mom comes home. She thinks somebody broke into the house because she remembers me locking the door. She remembers I was the last one that walked out because she was putting the last of the stuff in the car. She was all set ready to go. I come walking out. I'm locking the door behind me. She pulls in. She's like, why is the door open? And she's thinking, oh my God, we've been robbed. She comes in, sees me sitting on the chair. My glasses and my phone are on the ottoman. My head is in my hands. She looks at me and she goes, did you quit? And I just looked at her and I'm like, they let me go. And then I started crying. She came over, she hugged me, and that was it. I was done for the rest of the day. I was broken. In every aspect of the word, I was broken. I put a thing up on Facebook. A lot of my friends were quick to offer help. They're like, hey, put in an application here. Hey, put in an application here. My one friend's like, yeah, put in an application out at the one grocery store that she works at. She goes, I know they're looking for people. So I did that. I'm like, I didn't touch any applications Tuesday. And rightfully so. And when I said this, my one friend even agreed, yeah, no, you were not in the right mindset Tuesday. I wouldn't have put in any applications right off the bat on Tuesday either because you were not in the right mindset. That was one of those you need to calm yourself down. You need to look at yourself and go, no, it's fine, it's okay. Then come back at it and go, okay, now let me work on putting in applications. So I did that Wednesday. I redid my resume, put in some applications Wednesday, and I'm just waiting to hear back. So, but yeah. That was, and like I said, then that was Tuesday. Wednesday, we went up to our friend's place so that my mom could get a general lay of the land. She goes on Tuesday, she goes, you want to come up with me tomorrow, which would have been Wednesday. And in the back of my mind, I'm just like still crying. I'm still upset. It sunk in like Wednesday morning. And I'm like, you know what? That may not be a bad idea. I could pet this. Our friend's got pets. Our friend has some cats and a dog. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe the change of scenery will do me some good. Go up there. I can pet her dog or something. That might make me feel better. The cats won't let me pet them. Well, the one used to, but I think that one died. But the cats won't let me pet them. The dog will. The dog will let me pet. His name is Dylan. He will let me pet him. No problem. He loves it. He loves when people pet him. And I'm just like, okay. So I went up with her, and I'm like, yeah. And my friend came right out. And as I said, I'm not going to screw you guys over just because I got screwed. She's going to come up and help you. I already promised that she could. We'll figure something out if I do find another job and I have to be somewhere. We'll figure something out. But I'm like, I promised that she would come up and help you. I am not going to break that promise just because I got screwed. That's not fair to you. It's not fair to your mom. It's not fair, period. I'm not going to do that to you just because I got screwed. That's not how I am. And that's when my friend was like, this one, she was like, you got screwed. Trust me, you got screwed over. Even her brother came right out and said it when she told him that I lost my job. He's like, well, what the fuck did they expect? Goes, what the fuck do they want? They had a young person willing to do their job, willing to work, and they just like, nope, screw it. So, but yeah, that's been my week. And I have been, because all day Tuesday, I was just in a pool of my own self-pity and depression. I'm not even joking on that. This is the first job I was ever actually fired from. And it honestly, it hurt. I'm not joking. It fucking hurt. And that was literally Tuesday. Wednesday, I was still in a bit of that depression. I'm like, this really sucks. And in the back of my mind, I'm like, this really sucks. And then the whole day, so I'm like, okay, we're thinking that maybe our friend's not going to want my mom now to go up and help her. And I'm like, oh, Grayson, I did screw her over by me getting screwed over. Oh, that's perfect. Hey, anybody else I can let down today? And in my mind, when I start, this is the thing with me. When it becomes a thing where, hey, so-and-so asked for our help. And I'm like, yeah, not a problem. We can help you. And then I get screwed over, and then all of a sudden they feel like they can't, like the help's now going to be taken away. And I'm like, no. And in my mind, I'm like, well, that's great. So now now I've screwed her over. Well, great. Hey, anybody else I can disappoint? Hey, please let me know. And that was literally my entire freaking day. And I'm just like, it was not going well for me. That was Tuesday into Wednesday. Wednesday, I put out the applications Wednesday morning. And I'm just kind of sitting at home then, and I'm like, this is miserable. This is miserable. Thursday, I went with my mom to get some groceries. She's like, do you want to come down with me? And I'm thinking to myself, no, I really don't want to. And I'm like, no, it may not be a bad idea. I'm like, just, get the hell out of the house. Do something. I spent the last 2 days basically wallowing in self-pity. Let me at least get out of the house something. I don't fucking care. So went down, get the groceries, literally past the place that I worked. And I'm like, oh yeah, this is great. The sad part is, I could literally walk there. So I'm going to end up passing it if I have to go down the hill to the one town. I'm literally going to be passing it. Like if I go down to the grocery store, I'm going to be passing it. If I go down to the post office, I'm going to be passing it. The only way I wouldn't be passing it is I'd have to turn left and take the back streets. And that's not happening. So, yeah. But, that's been my week. I lost my job. I put up a video on Thursday explaining it. I still haven't it up. I still have it up yet. It's not going down. Where I'm actually asking you, the viewers, what can I do to improve my channel? I got a couple good suggestions, like stream games. Yeah, I thought about that. In fact, I'm kind of leaning back to that if it'll help. The one was, hey, read some fan fictions or something. I thought, hey, you know what? That's not a bad idea because my channel is basically just audio only. There's very little in the form of videos on it. I'm like, hey, you know what? That's not a bad idea. But of course, I don't know if that'll guarantee views and it'll help out in the long run. I don't know. It'd be nice. I'm not going to lie, but who knows? I could put up my story of the Legendary Knights and I could literally just read the damn thing off as I'm, literally just like an audio thing, like, hey, here's chapter 1, here's chapter 2, and just like really go to town on it. So that's a possibility. I do have, like I said, I have some applications out. I'm basically, every day I'm checking Indeed. I'm going through Indeed and I'm applying for ones that, fit. I'm looking for just about anything at this point. But, yeah, that's been my week. So, I got the t-shirt thing up. I'm trying to put up some more designs on there to try to help. It was what was Teespring. It's now just called Spring. So I have some shirts up on there. There's Patreon. There's Ko-fi. I'm trying to think about maybe starting up an Etsy shop. Just like some digital download stuff that you can get, like planners, calendars, wall art. Just anything. Right now at this point, I'm trying to find whatever I can to get some type of income coming in. Because I do not see, that's the sad part, I do not see me bouncing back quickly from this. If it happens, holy shit, it's a miracle. If it doesn't, in all honesty, I have no hope anymore. I really fucking don't, because this broke me. This fucking broke me because I was not expecting this. I was not expecting to be let go. I was not expecting to be fired, basically. No matter how you word it, I was fired. Let go is just a nicer way of putting it. Literally, that's the nicer way of wording it, is that you're fired. It's just like, no, we gotta let you go. You're still fired. So this one hurt. I'm not gonna lie. This is the first job I ever was let go / fired from, and it hurts a lot. It hurts, and it's not a hurt that's gonna go away. But yeah, that's literally been my week. So if I seem out of it, if I seem down in the dumps for the next couple weeks, until something really good happens, or I find a way to make the stuff that I'm doing now work to the point that I'm getting something out of it other than just satisfaction. Like, if I manage to find a way to get, like, some type of an income coming in, and I'm happy, and I can literally just sit at home, I can do YouTube, I can do this stuff, and I don't have to worry about my bills being paid. Like, am I going to be able to make payments this month? Am I going to be able to pay the bills this month? When I don't have to worry about that, okay, I'll be a little more happy. But that's not going to be happening for a while. Worst case scenario, it's just sell everything off that I have and live in the car. Which, ironically, my mom and I thought was going to happen to us after her grandpa died. So, hey, guess what thoughts pop back into my head again. So, yeah. But that's been my week. So, I know this went a little longer than how your week went, but that was literally the huge part of my week. And it hurts. It still fucking hurts. It's Saturday. This is not something that's going to easily go away. It's not, because it fucking hurts. And the worst part is, they didn't even tell me why. I have suspicions. I have theories. I have no concrete evidence. God, I wish I did. My mom swears I was set up. My one friend thinks I was set up. That is the general consensus, that I was screwed / set up. At least my mom swears it. My one friend thinks it. I think my uncle thinks it. So, I don't know, because I don't have enough evidence to prove it. But that's been my week. So, yeah. Let's get into the podcast, shall we? Alright, so let's talk about this. Who out there doesn't remember Fallout 76? I think we all remember this. Well, apparently, former ZeniMax developers were just coming out and saying that Fallout 76 was severely mismanaged. And, well, when you see what happened when it launched, I don't fucking doubt it. $18 for blue! $18 for blue! You want me to pay you $18 for blue? No, I will never forget that Angry Joe review. But no one wanted to be on the project because it ate people. It destroyed people. One former developer on Fallout 76 was telling Kotaku, the amount of people who would go to that project and then would quit Bethesda was quite high. So they had a high-ass turnaround rate. Kotaku spoke to 10 former employees of Bethesda and its parent company, ZeniMax Media, who were familiar with Fallout 76's development, all of whom shared their accounts only under the condition of anonymity. Oh yeah, no shit, because they could come after you and go, you violated a DNA. NDA, not DNA. NDA, you violated a non-disclosure agreement. Well, if you're anonymous, they can't touch you, because they don't know which one did it. That's the beautiful part. As long as you're not giving, like, detailed information, they can't come after you, because it's an NDA. But yeah. Some sources said that they signed non-disparagement agreements upon leaving the company, or NDA. Technically, non-disclosure agreements. What the hell? Parage agreements? Non-disparage agreements. Yeah, or whatever. Non-disparagement agreements. Basically, don't disclose what the fuck happened here. You keep your mouth shut. What happened here stays here. So, NDA. Yeah. And feared that ZeniMax's influence in the industry would prevent them from being hired elsewhere. Here's the thing. I kind of doubt that, because they would probably look at them and said, why'd you leave? I signed an NDA. I can't tell you. Okay. All right, off the record, why did you leave? No, it won't go any further than this. I'm just curious. You're like the 15th employee we've had today that's coming from this place. Something's causing you people to leave there. We want to know what the hell it is so that if we do hire you, we don't fuck up the same way and you don't leave us. Just without going into details, like, work environments suck, overly stressed. What is it? Off the record. Tell us, off the record. I guarantee you there will be some people that will be like, okay, yeah, not a problem. But testers who worked during the months leading up to the original launch said that they crunched 10-hour days for 6 days a week as the game trudged towards the beta's optimistic launch date of November 14th, 2018. Yeah. Some testers would only find reprieve when they finally left the Fallout 76 team. Two former testers recounted that one of their colleagues said in a QA group, a quality assurance group chat, after leaving the project, "I didn't cry last night when I was taking a shower." Another said in the same chat, "I pulled into work today and I sat in my car for a second and my chest didn't feel heavy like it normally does." Oh, that's never good when your employees are worried that badly. Within the game industry, QA is seen by many consumers and even some non-tester developers as an easy job that involves playing games for a living. They are often treated poorly by their managers, work long hours, and are underpaid, to the point that QA testers at Raven Software recently formed the first AAA studio video game union. See, this is why I'm going to say this. While I remember when I first started at Five Below, my grandfather looked at me and said, if they have a fucking union, you leave that place. He was very adamant with that. I said, they don't have a union, there's not enough employees. He goes, if they ever get a union, you leave that place. I'm like, okay. I have no issues when it comes to unions. My neighbor had a union before he died. He had a union, he was an electrician. He had a union. They helped him, like if he got injured, he got sick. They helped. That wasn't a problem. There's good unions. Then there are bad unions. There are ones that they don't help. They don't care. So it's really a crapshoot as to what you're going to get. It depends on who the union is and everything else. But when it comes to the gaming industry, they kind of have some leverage here because video games are a zeitgeist at this point in culture. You cannot shake a stick or chuck a wet sack anywhere without hitting somebody that has heard of a video game or does something gaming related. Either they buy and sell them online, they buy them online, they play them online. Everybody does some type of a gaming aspect. You cannot throw a wet sack at somebody without finding someone. There might be like 1 out of 10 people that you might hit, but you still have a 90% chance. So, yeah. But, yeah, that's interesting, though. But they did form this union as a measure to help better their working conditions. And that was at Raven Software. Accounts of game production at major studios over the last 7 years have painted a picture of an industry where testers are granted lower professional status compared to colleagues with skills that are perceived as more technical or creative. So basically, if you're a lowly tester, you're like the creature that they keep locked in the dungeon at night. Anybody ever see the British show, The IT Crowd? Basically, it's that. Just imagine that. Let's see. Okay. As a result of this dynamic, though, testers told Kotaku that they felt more vulnerable to the production issues on the Fallout 76 project, resulting in more brutal crunch. Yeah, that really does hurt. These testers shared stories with Kotaku about ZeniMax management and how it would habitually require overtime from quality assurance. Yeah. Even when that overtime wouldn't contribute to fixing a bug. A former tester who worked on the game's DLC recalled being concerned into coming into crunch on the weekend because the latest version of the game needed a fix. The individual tester would later discover that the development team had not implemented the fix and that any work they did on the unfixed build would be for nothing. Ahaha. Basically, according to the former tester, I remember seeing one of my coworkers stand up, look at the person who was in charge that day, and scream across the room, "Why are we here? We gave up our day for this. The build isn't the build we need. This is useless. This is a waste of our time. Like, why are we here?" Damn! Yeah. QA contractors were rewarded with low hourly pay, while permanent employees who work for slightly above that, but no matter how desperate their circumstances, two sources believed that their colleagues felt financially compelled to stay at ZeniMax, the largest games employer in the Rockville, Maryland area. Crunching at ZeniMax was considered by a Rockville-based developer to be the only way to work in games without moving their families. That's really sad. When QA staff got called in for weekend crunch, the company tried to motivate them with the possibility of being paid an extra $200 that week and the opportunity to eat free pizza. Whoa! Oh, wait a minute. Now we're talking free pizza here. No, okay, hold on a second. The extra $200 is nice. Free pizza, though. However, they found out that such perks did not make up for their work circumstances, as one explained. I mean, we got overtime, but like all the money in the world doesn't matter at that point. When we did weekend work, they would get pizza for us. It takes time to, come out of that mindset and realize, yeah, they're giving us something for free. But it's not worth it. It's kind of the same with overtime money. It's like, yeah, it's more money, but at what cost? Oh, your sanity. Abandon all hope, ye who enter here. The inscription upon the gates of hell in Dante's Inferno. Abandon all hope, ye who enter here. In fact, a couple of former ZeniMax employees told Kotaku that no amount of financial incentive would erase the physical and mental exhaustion they experienced from the continual onslaught of non-stop obligatory overtime. Two sources claim that they tried to flag the issue to Rob Gray, the director of QA at ZeniMax. However, they said he continually deflected or denied that crunch was happening in his department. See, if I turn a blind eye to it, it doesn't exist. That's the mindset there. No, I don't see it. It doesn't exist. They're just hardworking employees. They're coming in here to do this on their own free will. We're not paying them, are we? We are? Oh, shit. That's basically the gist of it. Oh. Yeah. Kotaku was able to obtain a copy of the email that one source claimed that they sent him about the tester's working conditions. The existence of the letter is corroborated by two other sources familiar with the situation in quality assurance. One QA source recounted how badly they wanted to stop working, despite their financial need. When they almost broke a bone on the stairs, they fantasized about the prospect of being too injured to go to work the next day. They said it was the most comforting feeling they felt while working crushing hours on Fallout 76. My God, it's like, well, you know what? My God, my leg's broken. I can't come into work. My back's broken. I can't come into work. I can sit at home. Oh my God, is this what it feels to be happy? Yeah, I had that feeling once. Yeah, I did. I had that feeling once. Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, the testers also coped with the pressures of being surveilled. Oh boy. A couple of sources told Kotaku that QA workers would have their breaks timed or sometimes even be followed into the restrooms by non-management employees, described by one source as chronic snitches. They have a little fedora hat or a little beanie that prove that they were a fucking snitch. It's like, oh, you're gonna watch me pee now? Hey, that's great. Here, get a front row seat. Watch me pee. That's a beautiful way to really motivate your employees. I'm gonna follow you into the bathroom and watch you pee. That's beautiful. That's a lawsuit waiting to happen. They're gonna watch me pee. Was it for a drug test? No. I feel uncomfortable now. Jesus, I would be uncomfortable by that, by the way. Jesus Christ. According to them, these otherwise normal testers designated as coordinators did not have a real title or pay bump, but felt that micromanaging their peers would help their career stand at ZeniMax. So in other words, they were basically trying to be the hot shit on the playground, be like, I'm going to come in here and I'm going to make this so that you have to basically, I'm going to snitch to them. So you screw up, I'm going to tell them you did something wrong so that I can look good and you can look bad. And then maybe they'll bump me up and I'll be out of this little shithole. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to follow you in the bathroom. I'm going to make sure you're actually using the bathroom. I can just see that now if one of the poor employees had to take a crap. They're outside the stall door. Like, did you go yet? Bear down and push. Come on, hurry it up. You only get 5 minutes for this. I'm going to tell them if you take one more minute over 5, you're already at 3.5. Let's go. 1 square of toilet paper. We got to cut back. Oh, God. Oh. Yeah. Another did not recall if people were specifically followed, but knew testers whose bathroom breaks had been timed. What is it like? Oh, look, there goes Doug. All right, we're counting it down. Let's see if he breaks his 2-minute record today. Hey, look at that, 1:05. Way to go, Doug! That high-fiber cereal's paying off, isn't it? Back to work! Jesus Christ. Yeah. Rather than bringing an end, though, to their hardship when Fallout 76 launched, it only brought new problems, as QA testers had to endure the constant vitriol from players who were dissatisfied with the buggy state of the game. Now, to be fair, they weren't blaming the quality assurance testers. They were blaming Bethesda. They're blaming the whole company, not you specifically. They're blaming the whole company. That's when you would look at the company and go, look, we told you this thing sucked. Look how you have us in here for fucking weeks out of our lives. Mental exhaustion, physical exhaustion. We told you this thing sucked. Yeah. Some staff received death threats. While it's common for game companies to ask testers to moderate official forums, Fallout 76 testers worked shifts around the clock to moderate bug reports written by frustrated players for all for a game that received extremely poorly. It was reviewed poorly. Remember Angry Joe? $18 for Blue! How about Todd Howard? You will never see a server. Then how is the game going to play online, you jackass? It's just... Jesus Christ. One of Kotaku's QA sources vividly recalled a bug report comment that said, I'm going to take a gun and go to the QA department and shoot them all. Wow! Okay. That's a death threat. That's something you get the cops involved on. By the way, I'm literally reading this right off the article, by the way, so that was not me. That was literally right off the article. The QA department was constantly losing headcount, but it was only one other department were also losing talented developers to the awful working conditions. I don't know how Bethesda made Skyrim. It doesn't make sense to me, a former employee told Kotaku. Like, it had to have been like monkeys and a typewriter creating Shakespeare. Or monkeys with a typewriter creating Shakespeare. I don't know how things can be so chaotic and people are still able to do their jobs. That's a miracle of questions there. Even if developers outside of QA didn't want to work on the dreaded project, Fallout 76's management team was not shy about borrowing. Oh. They drafted developers from all over the ZeniMax umbrella to the point that other projects were negatively effective. Arcane Studios' Redfall and Bethesda Starfield both lost team members to the black hole of Fallout 76. Well, let's see here. I'm going to throw you in. Throw you in. Throw you in. By the way, if you see any of the creatures that are in this game, let us know. They're a buggy mess. They might glitch you out. Next. Oh, yeah, you'll do. In the hole. Jesus Christ. You can keep reading the rest of the article, though. It goes on for a while, but holy Christ. It just does not paint a picture, though. That is good. Yeah. Remember, this thing was just a nightmare. When it did release and it came out in November 2018, players discovered that the grand vision of Todd Howard that he presented at E3 was an empty promise. It was basically like saying, here, I got you this really rare, extremely valuable figure from Japan. This thing, only 5 of these were ever made. This thing can net almost $9 billion. And I got it for you. You are just so precious to me. Here you go. And then it's like, can I open it and look at it? No. You can never take it out of the box. So it's basically a Schrodinger's cat thing. Like, oh, is it really in there? Then you pick up the box and you realize that it's light as fuck. And it's like, no, it's just a box. It's just an empty fucking box with freaking plastic bags inside of it to give it a little weight. You cheap bastard. Yeah, they bought the box. So they probably found it in a trash can. But, yeah, that's just... honestly, it's horrible. We knew Fallout 76 was a nightmare. That thing was a disaster upon release. It was buggy, unfinished, it ran on the archaic engine. Hell, how many jokes and memes were made about it? There's an entire song up on YouTube. It just works. That was literally that about fucking Fallout 76 and Bethesda just screwing the pooch. You know, Bethesda was just like, hey, here's a screwdriver. Here's a bottle of lube. We don't really need to paint a picture for you. You need to do this yourself. Have fun with that. I'd be like, yeah, that's basically it. But oh god, was it bad. I mean, it was just shithole horrible. I don't... No, that's honest to god, just fucking wrong. And Fallout 76, as far as I'm concerned, that was a clusterfuck. And nobody will deny that. That was a clusterfuck. And it was a massive clusterfuck. No one will deny it. No one will ever deny that. Was anybody ever praising this game? Did one person praise this game? Because I remember this thing, upon its launch, went plummeting down price-wise to like, it was like $30 at one point. Like, I think it was like $24.99, I think, at GameStop at one point for a brand new copy. Because it just sucked that bad. But you had the game itself launching as a buggy mess. That didn't function right. You drop 3 nukes, server's dead. And you never see a server. Yeah, you'll never see a server if you drop 3 fucking nukes. Because that kills the server. Because it can't handle it. You had the... What was it? The helmet issue? The nylon bag. The nylon fucking bag. The credit card. That was the best. It's like, okay, we screw up with this nylon bag. Okay, we send you this shitty trash bag instead. Fine, here's your nylon bag. We're losing our ass on this game as it is. That's your own fucking fault. So here you go. It's a shitty nylon bag. Here's your nylon bag. It's not a garbage bag. Here's your nylon bag. Then all of a sudden it's credit card information's out in the open for everybody. Because they screwed up. Well, the identity thieves had a field day that day when that leak got out. And thank you. Oh, look at that. Hey, honey, we're going to Bermuda this year. Yeah, I could just... Honestly, that's what you just freaking see. Then you had the whole helmet issue. Though I like how it's like, well, you can't blame Bethesda for this one. No, you can. You can, because shit rolls downhill. You blame Bethesda for this one. Not the QA department. You blame all Bethesda for this one. This is a Bethesda fuck-up from start to finish. It's pure Bethesda garbage. That you blame Bethesda. But Bethesda was to blame for this one. But, oh, God. I mean, was it worth it? No. I still think Fallout 76 was a massive clusterfuck. It's still a trash show. It's a junk. It's a fucking joke. And I mean that wholeheartedly. So, yeah, it sucked. And now you can hear more about it. So check out the article. Read more about the development. I pity... Look, QA testers, yeah. You gotta remember, quality assurance testers are always the ones that will get blamed. Because they're the ones that are like, this product is good. It has my stamp of approval on it. Then the minute person B gets their hands on it and goes, why did you give this a stamp of approval? This thing fucking sucks. I know. I don't know why. God, it sucks so bad. Yeah. There's a reason why it sucks. Oh, God. Well, we're soon getting to the end of the era for One Piece. The manga is going to be taking a 1-week break. Or sorry, it's a month break, I thought. Yeah, I think it's like a month break. Either way, it's taking a little break. The manga's taking a break. And then when it comes back, It's going to be like a month break, I think. When it comes back in July 25th, it's going to be in the final act. So we're setting sail into the final act of One Piece. So this is it, folks. This is it. One Piece is set to end soon. My God, it's finally happening. But yep. So thanks to the recent news about One Piece taking a break so that Ichiro Oda can do a bunch of stuff, including reorganizing the final piece of the long-running story, they already knew the end was nigh for the manga. That status has been confirmed further via official Twitter accounts, which said that One Piece manga is entering its final act when it comes back from its break on July 25th. Oh my God, we're soon ready to say goodbye. Now, Oda has been known for teasing the ending of One Piece for years now. Back in 2020, he revealed that the series had about 4 to 5 years left, which, if you think about it, we're about halfway through that, so not too far off. Yeah. And that the ending was solidified. In September 2021, he added that the story is in its final stage, so everything seems to be going according to plan. There's currently over 1,000 episodes of the anime adaptation, and the Wano saga just ended in the manga with a hair over 1,050 chapters, so good fucking Christ. This series, my God, this series has just been, this thing has been going crazy, okay? And I mean, good freaking God, this series has been going crazy. But I'm going to throw this little, extra thing in here. So down here, if you look at the Otaku USA Magazine article, they usually give you some related posts. Now, this may not be the same for you, but it should be unless something else pops up. But there's one here about the live-action One Piece. I can't just let this one go, because good fucking God! This isn't a random podcast for nothing. The article wasn't going to do much. But good Lord, look at that fucking ship. So you get your first look here at the concept art for the Going Merry. Now, for those of you that have never watched One Piece, the Going Merry was the first ship that they got. This was the ship that they received from Usopp's friend. I don't remember what the hell her name was off the top of my head, but they got the ship from her, and it's the ship that they tried to fix when they went to Ennis Lobby to save Robin. They left the ship behind because it couldn't be fixed. It was beyond repair. It was never going to make it into the New World. They were going to need a new ship. And Usopp was like, no, we can still fix the ship. We just got to find another shipwright that'll, say, hey, the ship can be fixed. And Luffy and Usopp had a fight about it, and Usopp left the crew for a while, then came back as the Sniper King, and Luffy, being the dim-witted moron that he is, didn't realize that it was Usopp, unless he did and was just playing along with it, but yeah, whatever. But yeah, so the Going Merry was given a burial at sea. It wanted to be fixed up one last time, at least enough to go rescue them, and the shipwrights kind of felt that. So at the one point, they're literally there fixing her. She's on this rocky terrain. They're there at night fixing her, doing the repairs that best that they can, so she can at least go one last time to go rescue them from Ennis Lobby. Because the ship's spirit was like, I know that they're in trouble. They're going to need help. I can do this. One more shot into the dark. I can go one more time. And she did. She went, she saved them in the nick of time from all going into the water, and as they come back, she broke in half. And they had to give her a burial at sea. It is one of the saddest moments in One Piece. You can pull it up on YouTube, both the dub and sub. It is just, it is tremendously sad. But when you remember how, cute and wonderful looking the boat was, and then you look at this! This is the most horrifyingly ugly fucking thing I have ever seen in my life. For starters, the mouth on the ship was closed. It was this sort of like a bulbous head in the shape of a sheep. This is a fucking goat head, wide open mouth, like, meh. Yeah, no, I am not fine with this. This is nightmare fuel. If I would see this on the high seas, I would be trying to destroy it just to put it out of its misery. This thing feels like it's in pain. My God, it is ugly. The Barati looks beautiful in the first look trailer that you see here. Oh my God, that looks pretty much spot on. The freaking fish ship, that looks really good. But when you look at the Going Merry, my God, that's ugly looking. And then you get the people that are playing in this. You got the one that's playing Luffy, which, no. Just fucking no. Oh my God, no. I'm not okay with this now. I knew they were going to bastardize this thing, but by God, I did not know it was going to be this bad. They got the Miss Love Duck concept art, the concept art for the Going Merry, which is God awful. The Barati exterior concept art, the dining room looks beautiful. The Barati, it looks pretty much spot on. But oh, good Lord, does that fucking Going Merry look? Oh God, that looks horrible. God fucking Jesus. It looks like something that was just shit out of like the worst nightmare you could ever imagine. It's like, hey, this is gonna be. Oh my God, this thing's ugly as hell. What? Oh hell no, no. I would not be comfortable seeing any of these ships in the high seas. I would be like, no. And they're making these into live action ships. I mean, Netflix is really going to town with this one. And let's remember how their last live action adaptation went. How did that go? Oh, yeah, that's right. One season, and it was blacklisted now. It's not getting a second season. It was canceled, and you basically gave a black mark onto an otherwise spotless career for some of these people. But that concept art for the Going Merry, good fucking God, it is ugly. You look at that ship, and I guarantee you will be vomiting, and not in a good way. You're not vomiting rainbows like Robin on Anime America. No, you're vomiting pure vile because this thing is sickening to look at. Well, we gotta make it look lifelike. Fine, make it look lifelike. Hey, morons, look at the fucking goddamn manga. The Going Merry does not have an open mouth. Isn't Oda helping with this? Because I thought Oda was helping with this. I was pretty sure that Oda was helping with this. You mean to tell me he okayed this? You're making me lose all respect for you now, Oda. If this is what you're all concerned about, like, oh, I gotta make this look good. Ugh, this is horrifying. Okay, this is ugly as hell. No. But it's interesting. Oh yeah, we got the one that's playing Luffy. What's it? Inaki Godoy, who's playing Luffy. Oh wow, neat, yay! Who cares? Oh yeah, who freaking? Yeah, I don't care. I really don't fucking care. Yeah, no. So you got Captain Morgan, Calhoun. Okay, so you got Mihawk, Chef Zeph. Who the hell are these people? I've never heard of any of these actors. Wow, okay, no. Okay, I know Mihawk and Zeph, yeah. Who the fuck are the other ones? Wait, Morgan? Wait, you mean Iron Axe Morgan? The one that was, what was it, Helmeppo's father? Seriously? Well, I can see this thing being killed after one season, too. Well, way to go, Oda. You're behind this one, and you're gonna take a bath on this one. Oh, I hope Netflix takes a bath on this. God damn, that ship is ugly looking. Jesus Christ, it's ugly looking. Fuck. I had to close that one. That thing's ugly looking. God. Good Lord. Just in case the article isn't at the bottom of that Otaku USA one, it's going to be in the fucking description. Hold on to a barf bag before you look, folks. Seriously, grab your barf bag. You're gonna fucking need it. Jesus Christ. Alright, so I remember doing a video on this. I don't remember if it was a discussion video or if it was a rant video, because I don't remember when exactly it came out. I kind of want to say rant in a way, but it might have been a discussion video on this Star Wars Hotel, the Galactic Star Cruiser. Well, turns out, Angry Joe wasn't too far off. It crapped the fuck out, and Disney wants to know why. Well, I kind of put this up on Twitter when I retweeted the article, and I'm like, too expensive. A kid's birthday party on a budget would be more entertaining. Really poor concept. Too expensive. Yeah, warrants a second one. Yeah, this thing was just crappy. So, Disney, I'll expect my payment now. I'll send you a bill, or would you just like to pay me now? I'll come right out and tell you why this thing sucked. You have a lightsaber. The entire concept of this thing was supposed to be that you're immersing yourself in the Star Wars universe. That you basically can live on a Star Cruiser for like 2 nights. And basically, oh yeah, this is going to be fun. I'm going to be living on a Star Cruiser. I can do some Jedi training. I can be in charge of this ship. I can fly the ship. I can do Jedi training. Yeah, your Jedi training is basically you're holding a fucking light stick. It's not even a lightsaber. You're holding a light stick. And the entirety of it is you move at a beam of light. I think I will quote other Joe from the Angry Joe show when he said, and I quote, for $1,000, he'll chuck shit at you. And first off, he'll give you some shrooms. He'll give you some mushrooms. So you'll have an LSD trip. Then he'll just chuck shit at you and give you a broomstick to defend yourself. And hey, good news. He even says you can sleep on his couch then when you crash from the shrooms. But yeah, so a year ago in August, word got out that Disney was about to launch a fully immersive Star Wars experience at Disney World. It sounded like the perfect gateway for Star Wars superfans. But it ended up being a steaming pile of crap. Yeah, Disney's trying to figure out why this thing flopped. Hey, it's like Euro Disney all over again. How did this fail? Because you put too much money into it and it didn't back up what it claimed. You're trying to rip off the fucking Fifth Element and you failed at that. Way to go. According to Disneyland News, the company is looking to understand why their first fully immersive hotel experience was so bad that no one wanted to book a stay. Too expensive. When you price out your clientele, you have no clientele. I could open up a shop. I can even give you a better example here. Let me give you this example. I open up a store, and my store sells a whole bunch of oddities, knickknacks, and whatnot. However, the cheapest item I have in my store is $60. And my store is located where the average medium income, okay? The median income in the area that my store is located in is $30,000 a year. That budgets it down to just about maybe $200 a month if you're lucky. Give or take. You're not affording a fucking $60 item. That's like 90% of your paycheck. I'm going to be out of business, and I'll fucking tell you why right there. I overpriced my shit in an area that can't afford it. So let's talk about Disney for a moment. Here you have a fucking concept. And it's too much money. And it sucks. Problem solved. But yeah, according to Disneyland News, though, the company is looking to understand why it freaking failed. It's not that difficult to understand. So, some of the guests who had previously stayed at the Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser and completed a survey after their stay being asked to join a paid focus group so Disney can learn more about their experience. Basically, how did we fuck up and how can we fix this? Let's just get it right. Essentially, they're paying even more money to try to find why this thing failed. Just ask the people that are fucking reviewing it online. They'll tell you why it failed. And here's what you do. You contact them and say, hey, how can we improve this? And then you pay them. Don't ask the people that paid to stay there. They're not going to tell you what fucking worked or not because they're still pissed off they spent the money. You're better off going to the people that were reviewing this, get honest feedback from them, and then figure out how to improve it for the public. The first test group's pissed off with you. They ain't gonna help you, screw you. That's their philosophy. Yeah. So here's the interesting concept, though. Invited guests will need to complete a 5-minute survey by email before being selected to participate in the focus group. The participation reported the 5-minute survey was only about Walt Disney World, although the email title referenced Disneyland Resort. So they can't even get that right. Wonderful. The focus group they're being asked to participate in is a 90-minute virtual session that will take place during the last week of June. And participants are going to be paid $175 via Disney gift card for their time. So, we're not even giving you valid money. We're giving you Disney bucks. We're so cheap that we can't even pay you actual money. We're giving you Disney Fun Bucks. It's Disney Fun Bucks. Why should we pay you? No, we're not giving you real money. Here's some Disney dollars. Come back to Disneyland, spend your Disney dollars. No, you can't spend them in Caesar's Palace. They won't take them there. They're only acceptable here in Disneyland. This is horrible. Serve me a Disney gift card. Wow. The publication points out that the location noted on the survey doesn't match the location of Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser, but wondered whether the email was incorrect or if it's pointing to earlier research into a similarly immersive experience at Disney World. Either way, though, it's probably smart that the company is looking for feedback on its immersive hotel. But yes, you're going about this now, and I really hate to say this, you're going about this the wrong way. Yes, asking the customers that stayed there, how did we fuck up? How can we make it better? Here's the problem. The ones that stayed there probably aren't coming back. Okay? Their minds are set for look, this is a waste of money. This is a fucking joke. I'm not coming back here. It don't matter what you tell them or how you spin it. They're not coming back. They're done dealing with your ass. They're done. Your best bet would be to look at the reviewers online that will tell you. Hell, it won't even cost you anything. Watch the fucking YouTube reviews of it. And then all of a sudden we go, hey, you know what? That's, okay, so they said that this sucks. And you try to get that from, select people that are like, hey, fill out the survey, what you think about the experience? Because they're already filling out a survey, and they probably already filled on, hey, that's when you would ask them, hey, what was your experience like? Go that route. You don't have to pay them, because you're literally just asking for feedback. Every company does that. How did we do well today? Is there anything we can do to improve this? That's standard feedback. You're going to get that either way. If they don't come back, then you fucked up. A majority of the time, the reviewers are already the ones that have the pulse on everybody. Go onto YouTube, look up your freaking resort, look up reviews for it, and then read the comments. You don't even have to send fucking survey emails out. Read the comments. That'll tell you how bad it sucked. They'll look at it and go, well, I stayed there. Oh my God, it was horrible. Jeez, that was the worst money I ever spent. I thought I was going to get to do some Jedi training. Man, they gave me a fucking glow stick. I couldn't even keep the glow stick afterwards. At least let me keep the fucking damn thing. I want to be a Jedi. At least let me keep the lightsaber. No, I turn it back in. I go back to my little dinky-ass room. Man, it felt like a freaking pillbox I was sleeping in. Man, my grandfather slept in something freaking about the same size when he was in World War II. God damn, that was a fucking joke. Yeah, that's what I would freaking do. Just go that route. But the concerns, though, this is the best part, okay? The concerns, though, stemmed from the small hotel rooms and the whole experience of being indoors. And that's ultimately the criticism that was heard when the hotel opened on March 1st and booking stalled. Hey, here's the newsflash for you. You want it to be more immersive? You know those giant inflatable planetariums that they used to have in elementary schools? I remember getting to sit in that a couple times in my elementary school. Those things were always fun. Get some of those, just on a much more grandiose scale, okay? And I mean huge scale, okay? We're talking big as the fucking Superdome, okay? Get one that's pretty much that size. Or better yet, build a fucking stadium. Go to a planetarium and see how they do the planet shows, okay? Go that route. And then add in some Star Wars shit to it. And make it seem like, there's multiple aspects. Put little freaking chairs in and close them in and be like, oh my God, I'm flying through space. This is so freaking cool. Because then you're giving them an immersive experience. Just change up the immersiveness of it. You made this seem like a knockoff of The Fifth Element, dry humping Star Wars. Okay? Spaceballs is over there laughing at you going, we made a parody of your goddamn shit and you people did a beautiful job of fucking your own crap to hell. Hopefully, though, the company will be able to learn enough to make it work. It won't. The idea of a fully immersive hotel sounds really cool, but may the Force be with Disney this time around. No, may the Force not be with Disney. Oh my God, may it not be. There's nothing. This thing looks crap. Okay, well, you have an alien singing in a bar. There's like gambling. You tell me there's not going to be gambling in this place because they're not going to allow that because there's going to be fucking kids. They can't regulate gambling. There's kids. You have parents. Oh yeah, don't forget you can have this like authentic dress from Star Wars. Yeah, which you probably got to turn back in at the end of the fucking trip, or it's going to cost you an extra freaking charm in the leg. Was it like $6,000 for this thing? You wonder why it failed? It was too fucking expensive, Disney. That's why it failed. It's not rocket science. It was too expensive. That's why it failed. Pay me, I'll come right out and tell you why. I accept cash or check. None of your fucking Disney fun bucks. We'll give you a Disney gift card. Fuck your gift card. Give me money. I'll tell you why it sucked. It was too damn expensive. Your lightsaber is just, I play this myself. You want to play their lightsaber thing? Let me tell you how to do it. Get yourself 4 laser pointers at a dollar store, okay? And I mean like the cheapest laser pointer you can get, okay? Don't point them right at your eyes, though. Put them off to the distance, like, they're going out on an angle. Get yourself a broomstick at the dollar store, okay? It doesn't matter if it's black or white, blue, purple, green, pink, I don't care. Get that, and they do sell those, and turn all 4 of those little lasers on, stand in the middle as they're pointing out to the sides, and just move the broomstick in front of the beams. That's your entire immersive experience for a freaking Jedi. That's it. Oh, what about piloting the ship? Hey, you want to do that? How about this? Go get yourself a console controller for a video game, like a steering wheel or something. It has an accelerator wheel, like an accelerator stick. Use that. That's all there is. That's it. Better yet, go get yourself some joysticks, really cheap on eBay. Hook them up to your computer and play a freaking flight simulator. Same experience. Next. What about sleeping in the cramped room like you're actually on a starship? Hey, I know how you can do that in the privacy of your own home. You want to know what it's called? It's called imagination. Get yourself some blackout curtains, put some little white reflective dots on it, put a small little light in the room, basically have it be like a really small dim bulb, and have them kind of light up the whole room. And then just like that, you're immersed into space. There you go. That's your space exploration. Now you're sleeping in space. You want to sleep in a small box that looks like a thing? Put them on your windows so that the light from the outside hits them and it looks like you're in space. Problem solved. There you go. If you really want to feel like you're sleeping in a small pillbox, might I recommend a bunk bed? Find one of those, build it up, put a little bit of work into it to make it look like a Star Cruiser thing. Not that difficult. They pretty much show you how to do it. On here, just copy and paste what they do. Hell, there are cosplayers and freaking prop designers that you can get ideas from online. Do that, and there you go. Now you can experience sleeping in a Star Cruiser in the privacy of your own home for very little money. That whole entire setup will cost you maybe about $100, $150 at the most, versus however much Disney's charging you. Well, wait a minute, but I want to have the ability to dress like a Jedi. Party City's got you covered. You can go there in the Halloween, better yet, look on eBay and Amazon for a Jedi outfit or Star Wars character outfits, and then buy that. There you go. And if they don't have one of your size, guess what? our old friend YouTube can help you once again, and you can make your own. It'll feel even more special. I made my own Jedi cloak. I made my own warrior feeling thingy. I am really immersing myself in the Star Wars feeling. And for the low price of like $200 maybe. There you go. And the best part is, you probably don't gotta turn that back in at the end of your fucking stay, because you made it yourself and you get to keep it. Or you bought it online and you get to keep it. Just wash it and reuse. Problem solved. There you go, folks. The cheap solution to Disney's problem. Seriously. I literally just rattled off how you can freaking do this. Hell, the Jedi thing will cost you maybe $10 to do. Exactly how they do it for $10. You really want to do a better Jedi experience? They actually got you covered. Go on to eBay or Amazon and find that Jedi Force training thing. There's one where you can use the mental thing to move the ball up, and there is one that connects to your TV via the, what's the RFI? Yeah, it should be the RFI connectors, the red, yellow, and white ones. Connect that into your TV, and guess what? It's a little lightsaber, and you can battle fucking enemies and deflect fucking laser blasts! There you go! That'll cost you maybe $30, $40, or if you want to have the same experience that Disney's giving you, go buy 4 laser pointers at a dollar store and a broomstick at the dollar store. Don't stick the broomstick up your ass, though! Disney doesn't have enough loop for that. And then just turn on all 4 of the laser pointers and stand away from them, have them point away from you so you don't blind yourself, and just move the broomstick in front of the laser beams. That's the entire Jedi experience. You really want to make it better? Have them on a little timer. Maybe you can find one that's on a timer, and then you can try to deflect them as they come and make a game out of it. There you go. Same experience from Disney, only cheaper. I'm Andrew Rose, and I just proved how Disney cheaped the fuck out, and they want to know why it failed. And I just did it in under 5 minutes. I proved how it failed. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. I rest my goddamn case. I don't think I could do that again if I tried. Jesus Christ. That was like a rattle. I just rattled that off so freaking fast. It was beautiful, though. That was amazing. Yes. Whew. All right. But there you go. That's how it failed. Good night. Good night, folks. There you go. All right. So who out there hasn't heard of Spy X Family? I'm pretty sure you probably have by now. I talked about it a couple times. Well, there's a character on there called Anya Forger. Oh, she's like the cute little lolly of the show. And people hate her. Well, she's getting her own little Tamagotchi. So now you can have her everywhere you go. Aww, isn't that cute? So if you've been reading or watching Spy X Family, chances are good that you're a fan of Anya Forger. The adoptive daughter of the family that happens to secretly be a telepath. She can read minds. It's the interesting part. Now you can take care of your own Anya thanks to the new Spy X Family Tamagotchi, which puts her in your pocket and tasks you with raising her as she attempts to enroll and succeed at Eden College. Yes, this little tiny bastard is in college. You can play dodgeball with Anya, play word match mini games, toss her some peanuts, and watch as some of her fan-favorite facial expressions are displayed in pint-sized sprite form. The Tamagotchi goes on sale in Japan on December 17th, and it's going to run fans about 2,530 yen, or about $20 American. No, seriously, about $20 American. That sounds about fair for a Tamagotchi. I think they were about $10-20. Well, no, I think when they came out back in the 90s, they were like $10 a pop. And then you just said now for inflation, that would be about $20, give or take, for the Tamagotchi, since technology has gotten smaller. It has 2 colors, which are pretty cool, I'm not going to lie. And it's 2, little different designs, too. There's one that's sort of just like a teardrop, and there's the teardrop with the little cat ears things. Those are really cool. But, oh yeah, you have the facial expressions, the, oh my god, I'm really upset, I'm going to cry, so happy look. in sprite form. You have the happy, smiling, eyes open sprite look. The oh my god, I'm shocked sprite look. The oh, I'm really happy with the eyes closed sprite look. And of course, the well, I'm really serious looking creepy face sprite look. Which, oh god, that really is creepy looking. Then you also have the other sprite looks for like the full size, not just the head. But oh yeah, it looks really good. Especially for pixelation. Pixel stuff has improved a lot. But oh yeah, definitely. If I had, yeah, this is actually pretty cool. I wasn't really ever a huge fan of Tamagotchis though. Growing up, I never actually had any. I remember when the whole craze came out. I was getting like the ones that they gave in the Happy Meals at McDonald's, but they weren't actual Tamagotchis. They were just like keychains. I think I still have like a whole bunch of them buried somewhere. I wonder if they're worth anything. I've had them for like years. But yeah, so there was that. But I think the only thing I ever had that could even be remotely considered a Tamagotchi was this little thing called Dinky Dino. I still have it. Batteries are long dead on it. I lost the back for it, so I had to figure out a way to keep the batteries in. But yeah, I still have that. I remember when you get to a certain point, it stops eating. And it just freaking evolves into this either devil or angel. And, yeah, that's it. I was like 6th grade. As far as like other Tamagotchi related stuff that I've ever had over the years, I had the Digivice from Digimon Adventure 02 that came out. I remember getting the Detector the one year for Easter when that came out. That thing was really cool. I still have the lid part for it that had like the Digimon language translated to English, which was really cool. In fact, my friend and I kind of revived that in high school a little bit. We're adding to it and trying to master writing with it, which is really interesting. We had our own little secret language. It was kind of fun when I'm practicing that in study hall, and it freaks the one kid out. It's like, he's writing in some weird language up there. I can't understand it. I can't read it. It doesn't make any sense. And I'm just like, yeah. And I can hear this like, oh, cool. So then you can't understand a damn thing I'm saying. Good. Don't ask me for notes then. Jackass. I mean, I didn't write it for like actual school projects, but like, hey, here's a message from my friend. It's like our little secret code we were having. So that was fun. Let's see. And then I had the Detector from Tamers, which is really cool. So yeah, those were basically I did some aspect of, Tamagotchi crap when I was a kid. Then of course I had the Mega Man PET. That's kind of, yeah, you can consider that a Tamagotchi in a way. And I kind of got that, well, I was in high school when I got that, but yeah. Either way, I mean, I got rid of it though. I mean, it really doesn't do me any damn good anymore. Still have the battle chips for it, so probably get rid of those, but yeah, I was huge into Mega Man, so. But this is actually pretty cool. So if you're a fan of Spy X Family, you're a fan of the cute little thing that granted people hate and want her dead. So I don't understand why. Pick one up, goes on sale on the 17th. Pick one up. I guarantee you some people probably will. And, yeah, it's a little cute Tamagotchi. It's a Tamagotchi. You can't go wrong with the Tamagotchi. It's a freaking little pet. It's a fucking keychain. Just, unless they have a Tamagotchi app, which, they might, just get, it's only like $20. It's not going to kill you. It'd be kind of worth it just to say, I have one, even if it dies. And there you go. For the people out there that hate her, hey, here you go, buy this for $20 and turn it on. Never play with her, never feed her, and then she dies. So you can just start all over again. That should make you happy and fill your heart's content, right? Maybe? Oh, who am I kidding? It probably won't. I don't know. Alright, so this is the topic that I saw on Tuesday, and it gave me the laugh I needed. So first off, I would like to thank the employees at this particular GameStop in the Gateway Mall in Lincoln, Nebraska, okay? I want to thank you because this honestly gave me a good laugh. I really needed it. Now, first off, you have my utmost respect. Believe me, I worked retail. I know what I know your pain. Okay. I was really not having a good day on Tuesday, and when I read this article and I saw the paper that you posted that they have in the article, I honestly, I couldn't stop laughing. This got a smile on my face, and when I needed it the most. And I just want to say, first off, if any of you out there are listening, if anyone that worked at this GameStop that was part of this is listening, the former GameStop team there, thank you for giving me a laugh that I so desperately needed on Tuesday. It's not at your expense. This gave me a nice chuckle, and I really needed that. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. So, this is funny as hell in a cosmic sort of way. But GameStop has not been handling their employees with kindness. Remember a couple years ago, they gave employees the opportunity to work on Black Friday. If they participate in a god-awful contest, they were going for the chance to work on Black Friday. That's not good. So, overworked GameStop employees walk out and tell the gamers to shop elsewhere. So GameStop faces employee walkouts even as meme stock soars. Yes, and in all honesty, this is once again making me kick myself for not investing in GameStop when it was like 50 cents a share, and now it's like skyrocketing in fucking price. And I'm just like, I'm honestly kicking myself because I'm like, I should have just been like, yeah, let me buy into GameStop. I should have, just so that I could say, well, now I own some stock, and well, that's interesting. But yeah, no. But anyway. They posted a sign on their door, closed up the shop, and they're like this. This is what the sign says, okay? Now I have to blow this thing up so I can read it, because it does have the sad part is if you do watch this, it does have a glare, so be warned about that. Attention GameStop patrons. We regret to inform you that we all quit. Our district manager has no respect for us as employees or as human beings. We have been told by our district manager that we were supposed to have had this store achieving a sales quota and running perfectly 6 months ago, which was 3 months before a lot of us even got hired. Unfortunately, despite the staff's best efforts, we are not God. For all your gaming needs, please visit Entertain Mart, located right next to Spencer's here at Gateway Mall. Gamers, they actually have the address. I'm not going to say it. No, I can't because it's actually in the article, so it is public knowledge here. Gamers located at 2720 Dan Avenue in Lincoln, Nebraska. I'm not going to give the zip code. Or Game Room located at 1713 O Street, Lincoln, Nebraska. Spend your money at an establishment that respects its employees. Sincerely, former GameStop team. Because I needed a good laugh on Tuesday, and by God, I got it. Yeah, and I know normally I wouldn't say what the address is, but it's public knowledge because it's literally in an article that's out in the public, and you can honestly just look those up. So it's public knowledge. But the GameStop in the Gateway Mall in Lincoln, Nebraska, is one of the busiest around, at least according to the person who used to run it. But over the weekend, it was closed after 4 employees decided to walk out and never return for what he says are bad working conditions and a verbally abusive district manager. It's the second time this year a GameStop in the area saw its entire staff resign in protest. It's not uncommon anymore to walk up to a GameStop and see a sign that says the store is temporarily closed while employees are on a lunch or bathroom break. Overworked and understaffed, sometimes there's only one person working the entire store, leaving them with no other option. On Sunday, the makeshift sign outside the Gateway Mall GameStop said something different. Quote, "We regret to inform you that we all quit," the piece of paper taped to the front door read, a photo of which was shared on the Lincoln subreddit later that day. It went on. "Our district manager has no respect for us as employees or as human beings. We've been told by our district manager we were supposed to have this store achieving the sales quota running perfectly 6 months ago, 3 months before a lot of them were hired, and despite their best efforts, they're not God." So basically what I just read. The paper then listed the nearby places which you could spend your money, which again is public knowledge because, like I said, it's literally the main picture that comes up in the thumbnail. So at that point, it's public knowledge. You type in Kotaku, it's public knowledge. You type in GameStop, I guarantee you this comes up. So it's public knowledge. Just type in game stores in Lincoln, Nebraska, and it'll come up. So, yeah, it's public knowledge. So it's not like I'm violating anything. It's not like I'm personally, singling out places. No, it's public knowledge because you can pull that information up online. Spend your money in an establishment that respects its employees. That's cool. When Kotaku called the store on Monday, though, someone did answer saying it would be open again soon and directed them to contact the communications firm Long Acre Square Partners, which specializes in topics like investor relations, shareholder activism, and crisis management. A representative of the firm refused to offer on-the-record comment on the situation over the phone. They declined to comment in writing either and demanded that they not mention the name of Long Care in the story. Yeah. Apparently, the store's recently promoted manager told Kotaku in a phone interview, "I left for my health. I had to leave. The stress and anxiety were so bad he had trouble sleeping and wasn't even enjoying games anymore." He said he only started working there in late 2021, and while at first it was fun, it quickly turned into a nightmare between the lack of resources and management's strict quotas. To put up with it, Muir said he was paid $17 an hour, just $2 over the entry-level rate at the nearby Target, while those under him made only $9, Nebraska's minimum wage. Ow. Making $8 more an hour than... that is painful. He also claimed he was never properly trained by the company or any of the new responsibilities he was given as a manager, nor given the resources and time to train others at the store. At one point, he said he had to work over 2 weeks straight with no days off just to keep the store functioning. When I asked for support, I was met with silence. Ow. That's bad. Then there was the district manager, whom he accused of routinely threatening and dressing down staff over their failure to meet impossible goals. He was abusive verbally. He would constantly threaten people's jobs. The staff would be told they could be easily replaced by other college kids. Part of a ceaseless churn and burn mentality that this person said was part of why the store was struggling to meet its unrealistic quotas. All he sees are numbers on a computer. Yeah, like the stock prices. GameStop raised $1 billion in sales of its meme stock, but it never passed that on to its frontline workers. Of course not, because they want their money. Yeah. A similar walkout sign taped to Lincoln, Nebraska's other GameStop earlier this year also blamed the district manager for the mass resignation. So there's the common denominator is your district manager. Fix that problem and you fix your other problem. Simple as that. Yeah. There have actually been 4 walkouts since August 2021 because of him, wrote one former employee on Facebook. 2 at each location. The first ones were kept pretty quiet, though. When asked about the prospect of unionizing amid huge labor pushes at Starbucks, Amazon, and Apple, as well as recent efforts in the larger gaming industry, the person said, I'm not going to try to pronounce her name, I probably mispronounced it the first time, said that he can't see it ever happening. Like every other current and former GameStop employee I've spoken with in the past year, he feels turnover is too high and management too ruthless for anything like that to ever get off the ground. While it's always been a tough retail gig built on exploiting employees' passions for gaming, there's a growing sense that turnover and burnout are worse than ever at GameStop. Even as the new corporate overlords tote a pivot to crypto, last November, employees told Kotaku that they were being pushed to the breaking point during the holiday rush. And every day, posts about cratering morale and people quitting flood the GameStop subreddit. I left because they pushed my old boss out, and the new one was brought in by the district manager from South Dakota. He was just really bad. Another employee who recently left the company told Kotaku on Facebook he was a jerk to customers and employees. When he got hired, the entire staff quickly left except for me. I stuck around until it was clear he wanted rid of me too. I'm honestly surprised more GameStops aren't down on workers. Many are tired of having to hassle customers about memberships and warranties like used car salespeople, and of always being told it's never enough, all while random strangers goad online about the meme stock's market-defying success. It's become disheartening. Employees hate the investors. They're furious with people putting money into this company with no care for how it treats its people. So he decided to quit, and when 3 other employees at the store heard he was done, they all decided to leave too. He would have left earlier, but was afraid of walking away. I didn't want all of my passion and effort to be wasted, he said. But despite the time sink, he ultimately still felt tossed aside like a wet paper towel. Yeah, let's face it, it's not going well at GameStop. That's bad news, folks. I needed that. Literally, I would have looked at this sign and I would have laughed. Because I've been following GameStop's crap for a while now. And in all honesty, this made me laugh. And I really needed that laugh. I'm sorry. I really, really, really needed that laugh. And it was so well worth it. Because that was just great. Spend your money in an establishment that respects its employees. Damn straight. If the employees aren't respected by the company, tell them where to go instead. Hey, look, go here, here, here. They treat their employees with respect. They'll treat you with respect. Fuck this company. And in all honesty, I agree with that. But that was beautiful. That was well done. You stood up for what you believe in. Well done. Screw GameStop. I think this should be the final nail in its coffin now. It honestly should be. If not, it better be. I don't think GameStop can take anymore, to be honest with you. I think they're done. Mentally and physically, I think GameStop is fucking finished. There is no chance in hell of them succeeding anymore, and if they do succeed, it will be a miracle. So, yeah, no. It's done. It's done. I don't think it's going to succeed much longer. But if it does, more power to them, because I don't see it. I honestly don't see it succeeding. I really don't. But hey, you never know. Weirder stuff has happened. All right, everybody, that's going to do it then this week for the Absolutely Completely Random Podcast. I'd like to thank you all for hanging out with me for the last hour or so. Yeah. Thanks. It means a lot to me, especially right now. So thank you all so much. Don't forget, we have Patreon, patreon.com/webdesigner18. We have a Ko-fi page, both of which you can find links to in the About Me section here on the channel. Maybe I'll be nice and shove them down into the description of the podcast. We have the t-shirt thing, so don't forget that, because right now, any help is warranted. Don't forget to check out my channel update video. Let me know if there's anything I can do to improve my channel so I can try to, start making this a success. Because I just need something to go right now, and I don't know what it is, but I need something to go right. But, yeah. But anyway, everybody, thank you so much for being here. Thank you all so much for listening, and I will catch you all next time right here on the Web Designer 18 YouTube channel. Bye, everybody.